December 12th, National Ding-a-ling Day.
National Ding-a-ling Day.
It's National Ding-a-ling Day.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
A ding-a-ling.
Oh, you some kind of a ding-a-ling?
Ding-a-ling.
Sorry about the ding-a-ling thing.
What a couple of ding-a-lings they are.
You speak when you're spoken to, ding-a-ling.
One ding-a-ling.
Does that ring a bell? Ding-a-ling.
Ding-a-ling-ling.
Happy National Ding-a-ling Day.
It's showtime.
Yeah, it is showtime. Assuming some Chuck Berry reference there with his 1972 live performance of My Ding-a-Ling.
Okay.
That happened on this day, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But welcome here. It is 6:09, and thanks for getting up early and hopping aboard the Thursday morning party barge. Always appreciate that. At the moment, some light snow downtown, 32 degrees. I know areas to the north are going to get real good snow between today and then, say, tomorrow night and Saturday morning, etc. But that's all good. It's this weekend, Snowdio weekend.
Yay.
Up in the Old Forge in parts in the north. So welcome snow coming just in time for that. For the most part, downtown, it's just kind of a light dusting right now. Roads are good. But welcome, and thanks for joining us here. And thanks to those who are already tuning in here on QSportsTalk.com. And that's the fun of the video aspect, is you get a notification when the cameras go on, so you don't miss anything here live in the studio in Armory Square at the world headquarters, or in this case, the loft at the home office. What is happening in the greater Baldwinsville area?
Hi. Well, snow covered, and it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Yeah, it is.
We're 13 days away. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Not it's just incredible. So, and it's technically it is still fall.
Yep.
So that's another 9 days until actual winter hits with the with the solstice.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but all good out here. Pop-up last night went very well. Thanks everybody who came out. A lot of familiar faces and some new ones. So thanks everybody. Thank you so much.
Nice. Well, people, it's a good day yesterday. It was horrible outside. So a good day to be out and about, get some stuff done inside. So that's cool.
Yeah. And I'm glad, sometimes people want to stay in when it's bad, they hide from the weather, but the people that did come out and come in, so they came into the restaurant, to do dinner or whatever they were going to do. And then they sort of turn the corner and come into my space, and they it was like a little movie scene. They flipped off their hoods and they were like, "What is this?
Hey, we're here.
What is that? This is wonderful." So it's like a little Christmas wonderland in there. So come on in. I'm going to do it again tonight. I left it, people were like, "Can you stay one more day? One more day." So I'm going to be there one more day.
Excellent.
So come on out tonight. Yeah.
So text line here is 605-8874. If you'd like to text in and say hi, let me just check the magic texting machine here. I believe we are all caught up there. Couple of items just in time for Brandon Steiner. Here's the deal. Brandon will be on with us later on this morning. It's a Thursday. So at 8:30, right here on QSportsTalk.com on camera, you'll have a chance to check in with Brandon. And if you have some sports memorabilia, and I know at this time of year, people just kind of find stuff, or they knew they had it tucked away in a drawer somewhere, or whatever it might be. And maybe it's an old baseball or football card, or an autograph, or a signed ball cap, whatever it might be. And you've always wondered, I wonder if that's worth anything. Sometimes these things end up being worth a lot more than you think they are. Here's your opportunity to find out later on this morning at 8:30. What's it worth with Brandon Steiner from Collectible Exchange? And you can also call and talk to him when he's on with us. Better yet, if you have the item, take a picture of it real quick. Text it in here at 605-8874. That way I can show Brandon and he can really get a good look at that. But nonetheless, that is coming up this morning at 8:30. So thank you to the item that is already in there. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think Brandon actually is doing people a great service, because you might think you have something too. You're like, I've got this wonderful thing here. He can confirm if it's actually worth something, or if it's just something you might just think it's wonderful, but
it's really nothing.
And you don't have to sell it either, but he can confirm.
It might be of sentimental value.
Yeah.
No reason you have to get rid of stuff, but it's just if you've ever been curious about it. So that'll come up later on this morning. It's also Ticket Window Thursday. A lot of concerts have already been announced for next year. At the amp, in this case, Styx, Kevin Cronin from REO Speedwagon, and Don Felder from the Eagles bringing their Brotherhood of Rock tour to the amp July 14th of next year, obviously. And today is Ticket Window Thursday. Listen for your chance to win free tickets to that show. They officially go on sale tomorrow at 10 o'clock at livenation.com. Tomorrow on Friday the 13th. You know. But nonetheless, listen today for your chance to win some of those tickets. That could happen at any time. And also, programming note for tonight, Coach Adrian Red Autry from the SU basketball team off their win over Albany this past Tuesday night will be at Carrabba's Italian Grill at the Fayetteville Town Center. 7 o'clock tonight, the start time with Voice of the Orange, Matt Park, for an hour here on TK99 and TK105. Starting after the new year, which is now just a few weeks away, we'll begin that second portion, the on-camera portion on QSportsTalk.com with myself and Red, and that will start at 8. And again, we'll start that segment after the new year. But get out to Carrabba's tonight if you're going to be out doing some holiday shopping, some Christmas shopping, and running around. Take a moment, stop and say hi to Red at 7, and then ask him about those hated Georgetown Hoyas who are coming to the Dome for that 2:30 tip on Saturday. And our game day coverage on Saturday will start at 1. Here on your flagship station for SU basketball, TK99 and TK105. Aside from that, coming up this morning, some Thursday morning science that we will get to. And then also, we'll find Central New York's smartest person alive with Question Impossible. Whole bunch of things to celebrate this morning with 7 o'clock shots and shout-outs. And with that, I guess we'll get this thing started officially here at 6:16. Straight ahead, at least we'll have some of the local headlines making the news, including What Now?
Oh, body cameras coming to one local agency. More details on that coming up in your local news headlines.
And from yesterday, big announcement from the SU football program, which was pretty cool to hear, and we'll get to that coming up next. All righty, and I will be right back here.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to be right back. We still got a couple minutes here. There's a text question here. Your pop-ups at Mohegan, right? I'll respond to him here.
I'm in the side dining room. You walk in the front door and you take a right. I'm right there. You can't miss it.
About a minute and a half here.
Okay.
Classic Rock, CK99 and CK105. Tom Petty there. It's Gomez and Company here. It is 6:30, right on the stinking button. At the moment, it is 32 degrees, a little bit of light snow falling in a lake effect event for later on in the day to the north if you're headed toward Watertown. Keep that in mind between today and then, say, tomorrow night and Saturday. 1, 2, up to 3 feet of snow, I guess, depending on where you happen to be. Same in western New York, south of Buffalo. And actually, the snow that we're getting earlier here in downtown Syracuse, Armory Square, was lake effect from Lake Erie. As that's the direction of the wind. That obviously is the time of the year for it. But for the most part today, a blustery day, and then the heavier snow in the downtown area later on today, and then again up in the Tug. But some experiencing some of that thunder snow, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
But about 31 degrees. We're about at the high for the day. And then tonight into the teens, and then tomorrow upper 20s. But it's all right. We can deal. It actually makes for perfect conditions to enjoy Wegmans Lights on the Lake as we head into the weekend. And now just 2 weekends before Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Why not get out there? Go to lightsonTheLake.com. Start picking out your day. Get your ticket. You got to get them online. It's presented this year by Upstate Honda Dealers and Upstate Golisano Children's Hospital. And again, from 5 to 10 p.m. tonight and every night right through the middle of January. But we're in the middle of December already. So when you start looking at it in those terms, there's about a month left to get the lights on the lake. So don't miss out on that cool annual fun family tradition here in the CNY. It's Wegmans Lights on the Lake going on right now. Go to lightsonTheLake.com. Lisa, how about some of the local headlines making the news here?
Well, since you just mentioned Lights on the Lake, a lot of people are doing their Christmasing, doing all their Christmas things, including sending cards. So I just wanted to let people know the last day to send cards is December 18th. It's the last day for retail ground shipping and first class mail. So you got a couple of days left. So do it in the next couple of days. Get it all done this weekend, and then you won't have anything to worry about. And you won't have to hear from your Aunt Betty saying, "You never send me a Christmas card," or you send it late, and then you look like a Scrooge. So get those out now. The Syracuse City School District voted to pass a resolution on Wednesday that allows 3 staff members to be armed. The resolution passed with 6 votes in favor and 1 against. School board members gave the green light to arm the district's public safety director and 2 others with law enforcement training. The resolution is taking effect immediately. Syracuse officials are proposing a new initiative to keep code enforcement officers safe using body cameras. The idea is currently in the proposal stage, and it's still under consideration to hear how the technology will be used in the field. But code enforcement officers often find themselves in situations that become hostile, and officials believe that if property owners and residents know that they are on camera, they will be less likely to create a hostile situation. They go there to make sure the lawn is mowed and, the roof is okay and that things are not dangerous, in a dangerous state. And sometimes they have to go to abandoned buildings and chase people out. It's kind of, it can be scary. And that's what the body camera initiative for code enforcement officers is all about. And snow is coming down across central New York. However, the bulk of the snow will be between Watertown and northern Oswego County into the Tug Hill. There's a winter storm warning in effect now through Friday. So just use caution and, take it easy out there. Pack your patience. It could be a dicey commute. And that's a look at your local news headlines.
Sports will start with SU basketball getting ready to take on Georgetown. The hated Hoyas coming to the Dome for that 2:30 tip on Saturday. Our game day coverage will start at 1 o'clock for the 100th meeting between the Orange and the Georgetown. Tonight, head coach Red Autry will be at the Carrabba's Italian Grill at the Fayetteville Town Center from 7 to 8 with voice of the Orange, Matt Park. So coming out tonight, say hi to Coach. And by the way, as mentioned, less than 2 weeks till Christmas, a great opportunity to have Red maybe sign a basketball or a hat or a picture or whatever and use that as a gift for the SU fan in your house. That is happening tonight. Last night in college basketball, Colgate gave number 5 Kentucky all they could handle. Kentucky started fast at home at Rupp Arena. It was, I think, 17-zip before Colgate got on the board. But then Colgate closed it to within 2 at the half, actually took the lead in the second half. And then eventually Kentucky going on a run. But they win 78-67 was the final score last night. But a good showing for Colgate. And combine that with the Cornell upset of Cal the other night. And then those two wins for the Orange and the Dome look a little bit better.
Very good.
College football news. They made it official at North Carolina. Chapel Bill Belichick headed to North Carolina. And as many have pointed out, North Carolina coming to the JMA Wireless Dome next season for a game against Coach Fran in the Orange. So next year, you'll have a chance to see Bill Belichick on the sidelines wearing his powder blue sleeveless hoodies or whatever he'll be wearing on the sideline next year for the University of North Carolina. But,
wow.
It's official, a 5-year, $50 million deal. Not bad. Not a bad retirement gig for the soon-to-be 73-year-old head coach.
This is his best life.
Yeah.
This is the best it's ever been for him. He gets mad cash. It's college. And a 24-year-old girl. He's going back in time.
Yep. He's whatever. Nonetheless,
what
it's
magic?
official. Yeah.
Gomez. Come on. It's wild.
You know, when they got rid of Mac Brown, a lot of the fans said, oh, he's too old. We need a younger guy in there. He's the same age. Really? They hired a guy the same age to replace the guy that everybody said was too old.
He just acts younger.
Yeah.
What is the cocktail?
Whatever.
Somebody call his doctor. Find out what meds he's on.
Whatever. But that game next year, obviously coming to the Dome against Coach Fran Brown and the SU Orange. Coach Fran answered this question earlier this week about the bowl game, which is 2 weeks from tomorrow, the Holiday Bowl in San Diego. I'll replay this moment from his Monday press conference.
Fran, have you had a chance to talk to Kyle since the announcement? And do you know if he's going to play or not?
Kyle McCord.
Your quarterback.
I think he's playing. What you think?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
I think he's playing.
Do you know if he's playing?
He loves football. Do you love football?
I love watching it.
Are you asking me questions?
I'm trying.
Do you like asking questions?
Yeah.
I don't mind.
So I don't mind answering them. I think Kyle's playing, though. Kyle's playing football. If we're going to have a football game, Kyle McCord will play in the football game. Until the NCAA says Kyle can't play football anymore, then he'll stop playing college football and he'll go play on the next level.
That was on Monday. But, at the end of that, if you listen to the whole thing, he never really flat out answered it. He just kind of said, we don't opt out. Feeling good about it. Yesterday, Kyle was on a CNY Central telethon for the Salvation Army and answering the phones with a bunch of the other his teammates. And I know Coach Fran about a year ago said that his players would be required to do 30 hours of community service on a regular basis, and this was part of that for Kyle and the other guys. But this is our pal, our broadcast colleague, Megan Coleman from CNY Central, walking around with a microphone talking to some of the players, including Kyle McCord.
Kyle McCord is one of the players here with us tonight, the SU football team. Great to see you.
Great to see you as well.
What's it like for you to be here giving back to the community off the football field?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun, I think. All year long, we felt the support from all the fans in the Dome, and so now to have the opportunity to give back off the field, it's a lot of fun.
All right, this has been a great season for you guys. Have you been feeling that energy from the community, and what's it like going into this bowl game?
Yeah, I mean, 100%. I think the last game against Miami was a perfect example of just how much we fed off the crowd's energy the entire game. The Dome was electric, and so now just got to finish the year off the right way and get another win.
All right, my phone's been blowing up. Everybody wants to know if you're going to play in the game.
I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing. Yeah.
It's official.
Yep, it's official. Kyle McCord will play in the bowl game.
Yay!
Everybody clap your hands.
As that was a big question earlier in the week.
Come on, y'all.
Yeah, 2 weeks from tomorrow in San Diego. And, of course, we will have the coverage here on the flagship station for SU football, TK99 and TK105. It's an 8 p.m. kickoff. Our pregame coverage will start at 5 o'clock. As always, even for the bowl game, game day coverage brought to you by Burdick Toyota, Burdick Ford, Burdick Lexus, Burdick BMW, and the Marriott Syracuse Downtown. But good news. That was great to hear from Kyle. From yesterday. Aside from that, hockey from last night, the Crunch were in Belleville. They dropped one to the Senators. It was 2-1. They have 2 in town. Tomorrow, they'll play. It's the Star Wars game tomorrow night for the Syracuse Crunch. And then on Saturday night, it's the Stanley Steamer Teddy Bear Toss game. Both home games tomorrow and Saturday at home at the Upstate Medical Arena at the War Memorial.
Very good.
There you have it. That is a very quick check of the sports that's already coming up on 641. We'll take a break here. We will be right back.
You're listening to Go.
All right.
Yeah, there's a lot in there.
What was the highlight of your day yesterday, Velcro?
Honestly, I'm not kidding you. Reading the stat that UNC went from the oldest coach in Division I football to the oldest coach in Division I football, and they actually got older.
Yeah.
So
you're getting rid of a guy they said was too old.
Yes. Reading that stat was actually, I found that pretty funny.
Telling he's going back in time. He's behaving, he's behaving like he's 35 instead of 75.
70-ish. 73, I believe.
Close enough.
Close enough. Old.
Those 2 years are not making that much difference.
His skin will still be sagging.
He looks pretty good for, 70 whatever.
He has a
I mean, he's
24-year-old
still
doing his makeup.
72.
I can't even. It's so wild. Yeah. Okay.
Good thing it's 5 years, because it was being reported that it was 3 years, and I was like, that's not a full
That's not
senior
enough.
class. Like, why is it so?
Well, I think part of it was it kind of guarantees his son a job when he's done.
I think that's Steve. He wants to
Because
get
I think that's
Steven.
in that 400-page document that he
Yes.
gave to that when I'm done, my son will be the next coach.
Steven Belichick.
Yeah, so that's a big part of it too.
He is a legit coach. He was I want to say linebackers. He something on the defensive side of the ball for the Patriots when they were a top 5 defense like 3 straight years. So he knows what he's doing. Now it helps to his dad.
I mean, it's not like he's.
Yeah.
But hey, if you're in a position to help your kid out, it's
Yeah.
what do they call them in Hollywood? Nepo babies.
I think he went to the Seahawks this past year. I might be wrong on that. He went out to the West Coast though. I know that.
Well, that's nice of Dad to help the kid out.
Why not?
Do it, do what you can. Get him in the door. Got him in the door. Now he's got to do something. Gomez, I have an excellent science story for later this morning. I just want to give you a heads up. I looked up the Chuck Berry Ding-a-ling whatever, 1972. It was a summer show.
Oh, okay.
I had it. I want to say it was like July something. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. January 17th. Oh, this is not right either.
Well, that's right. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. It's not a big deal.
No, I know, but let's see. Live 1972. Wait, give me a date, man.
This here song, it ain't so.
I won't torture you with it. The Lanchester Arts Festival in Coventry, England is where that happened. If Larry's on the chat, just so you know. Go over here.
dun, dun.
TK 105.
It is 6:46 here. Again, the Thursday morning get-together, and some snow falling lightly at the moment here downtown at 32 degrees. That's probably the high for the day. And then to the north, if you're traveling in those directions, north or far western New York, that's where the heavier lake effect snow will be falling later on in the day. But for the most part, downtown, just a dusting here. Text line is 605-8874 if you want to text into the show. Of course, the stream chat here at QSportsTalk.com. The place to be if you'd like to join us on camera here, live from the World Headquarters in Armory Square, or live from the loft at the home office. A couple of leftover sports nuggets here. Among them, the next Winter Olympics are going to take place in Italy in 2026, but a lot of the infrastructure is still being worked on in Italy for like the luge and the bobsled, etc. Therefore, Lake Placid has been named the Plan B site for those sledding events coming up in 2026.
Nice.
If you want to, I don't know, speculate and start making reservations and plans for a year and a half away. But it's, not, I think last year during the summer games, they had like the, surfing events were 1,000 miles away. And I remember when BZ Madden went to Beijing locally with the horse jumping actually took place in the Philippines or something like that. So it's not unheard of, but that is a Plan B possibility for the next Winter Games in, I forgot what town in Italy. Velcro, do you know what town in Italy will be the site of the Winter Games?
I can find it for you real quick.
Just out of curiosity. But nonetheless, it's a Plan B, but it's pretty cool.
Okay. Well, they should, because those facilities at Lake Placid, they use them all the time.
Yeah,
they're maintained,
renovated. They just had the World University Games there.
Yeah,
about a year ago. So all of that stuff was fixed up, and they've been using the ski jumps, etc.
They should have the Winter Games here.
Yeah, at least that's part of it. So where is it?
Yeah.
So Milan, Valtellina, Cortina di Ampezzo, and Val di Fiemme.
Nice.
Said all that wrong.
Yeah, it's all right, but that's where it's going to be.
Milano Cortina. Isn't that what they're calling it? Milano Cortina.
Wow.
There you go.
It's Milan, right? Which is
Milan.
weird.
Also left over here in the sports, this is the finals of the, if I can find, I want to give the guy proper credit, the name of the winner of this particular, I was waiting for Zulak here from Ottawa, who joins us on camera here on QSportsTalk.com every now and then, but I can't find the guy's name, but I'll just play the announcement of the final of the World Microsoft Excel Championships.
All right.
Was taking place in Canada.
Are we going to see the belt go from Australia to Canada? Is the belt
guys?
going
Come on,
from
let's hear
Australia
some noise
to
from the
Canada?
audience.
All right, let's see. 10
Where are we
seconds
going?
left. 10 seconds.
Come on.
Anything. Is anything going to happen?
Michael Jarvin!
Look at that. Michael Jarvin.
All those years of training
Oh,
have come
yes.
to this moment in
The
2024.
World Championship. Look at that.
Look at that. Congratulations. You're World Microsoft Excel champions. Congratulations to our friends to the north.
Was there a sport in there? Like, what was the
Excel.
sport?
It's like big Excel spreadsheets up on the giant PowerPoint screens. And that's who won.
A lot of training.
So, okay.
There you go. Well, congratulations, and that we can offer up a shot and a shout out coming up at 7 o'clock here. We'll also find Central New York's smartest person alive with Question Impossible, but the 7 o'clock shots coming up next.
TK 99.
The rare Yankees Red Sox trade happened yesterday.
Oh, who?
To Yankees acquire right-handed pitching prospect Elmer Rodriguez Cruz and international bonus pool space from the Red Sox for catcher Carlos Narvaez. They're both minor leaguers. I think people are now thinking that we're going to get Sasaki with the international bonus pool money. That's
Okay, that's a thing.
Everyone in the fan base is hopes are now up.
That's a thing. Oh, there's the guy. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for that tidbit, Larry. I read him a tidbit. I can't even remember what it was now, but Coventry. Oh, that's where the Chuck Berry had his show.
The Dingaling show.
Yeah, Coventry was the city where Lady Godiva rode naked through as a tax protest.
All right.
And it was the most bombed British city in World War II.
Good to know. Thank you, Larry.
Good that Chuck Berry went to cheer them up, I guess. Oh, man. Tax protest, yes, because didn't they, like, you couldn't wear your clothing colors and materials were dictated by the government, right? Back then, like 14, 15, 1600s, like all those like tumultuous Henry Tudor years. Is that what I want to say? And before, because I know I saw a documentary about it where like you couldn't wear blue velvet and you couldn't wear a fur collar and blah, 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 which I think has to do with that famous painting of the two nobles, the husband and wife. Do you know the famous painting I'm talking about? The whole point of the painting is their clothing and all the little symbols that tell you how rich they are. Oh, no, the grandchildren did not stay over last night. So I actually got to sleep. Oh yeah. You were young at that time. Did I miss a question, Larry? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, that was a thing. Yeah, you couldn't wear certain things. Didn't want poor people wearing rich people clothes, so they would fine you or something. All right, I'm going to stand up and walk around.
Yep, we got plenty of time. So go up after right around the top of the hour. So.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, there, folks. I'm just get my stuff together here. I'll be right back.
Hello, children's. Oh boy. Fred. Yeah. Sometimes I don't want to tell you guys what I'm doing for the rest of the day because, I don't want to tell you what I'm doing today. Hold on. This light is weird today. Hold on. Sorry, I don't mean to give you a boob shot. Ah, boop. Bah. Sorry. I kind of split my day in half, actually. So, morning, as you guys, you get, the first part of the morning. Then it's, 9 to about 10:30. I do, house stuff or go swimming or something. And then there's nap time at lunch, my siesta. And then, 3 o'clock, I start over again. Oh. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Do-do-dee. Do-do-do. I might. That's funny. That's kind of funny. Are you Twitchers? Do you guys send Christmas cards? And have you sent them? I got to do that today. That's definitely on the docket today.
About a minute or so here.
Okay. Did I hit send on that text I just sent you? Yeah, I did.
Syracuse's classic rock, TK99 and TK105. You're hanging with Gomez and Company.
It is 7:02, and welcome. Thanks for hopping aboard Thursday morning here. Text line is 605-8874. One text here. Texter says they are in Pulaski. Clear at the moment, no snow. That'll change later, I'm sure. Downtown, we were getting a little bit of light snow. As a quick glance out the window here in Armory Square, pretty much the same. Just enough where it covered the grass. We didn't really get a whole lot.
Yeah.
And at the time, that was, as we mentioned earlier, lake effect snow from Lake Erie, making its way all the way across the state here to central New York. It'll be later on today that if you're going to be traveling up toward Watertown and where the texter is from there in Pulaski, that area will get some pretty heavy lake effect snow. Later on, starting today, tonight, tomorrow, by Saturday morning, I think there could be 1-2 tree feet.
Yes.
Somewhere in that neck of the woods.
Feet.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? It's Snowdio weekend in the Adirondacks. I know if you're traveling toward Erie, PA, or Cleveland, or Western New York, south of Buffalo, they're going to get similar lake effect snow as well. But we can deal with it. It is, after all, less than 2 weeks till Christmas time. So have at it. Bring it. Let's enjoy it. Right? Let me see here. Programming notes later on this morning. See Brandon Steiner from Collectible Exchange. What's it worth? Thank you, by the way. Someone sent a text, and I'll get a clarification. It might be more of an antique than a sports memorabilia item, but that's okay because sometimes Brandon, if he doesn't know, he can point you in a direction of someone who will know if it's not necessarily a sports-related item. But I will definitely show it to him at 8:30 on camera here on QSportsTalk.com. Again, if you have an item, a sports memorabilia that you want Brandon to tell you how much it's worth, it's your lucky day. Every Thursday at 8:30. What's it worth is the segment. Another question here. You had mentioned earlier, Elisa, you have another pop-up show today in Beeville. What time at the Mohegan Manor?
I'm going 4 to 7 again, but typically I'll stay a little later, and hang out and if people are there. I was there last night till 9.
Nice.
Like a whole bunch of people came in, which was really awesome. And, I got to chat and they came in, and it is like a little winter wonderland. I kind of took over a little space for the, 48 hours or so, and it's adorable. And I was able to bring like everything.
Nice.
It's seriously, if you really need like Christmas gifts and stocking stuffers, or like, a gift for your mom or your receptionist, or, and gift bags that are beautiful. You pay $8 for a paper bag to like put gifts in. I have beautiful cloth ones that are
there you go,
really reasonable. So come on out and see me.
Excellent. So that's going on later on today. Tonight, if you're headed out and about doing some holiday shopping, grabbing dinner, whatever you might be doing on a Thursday, don't forget Coach Red Autry, his nighttime show at Carrabba's Italian Grill at the Fayetteville Town Center, 7 to 8. in person there at Carrabba's. And then, of course, with Voice of the Orange, Matt Park here on the flagship station for SU basketball, TK99 and TK105, all in advance of the 100th meeting between Syracuse and the hated Georgetown Hoyas. That game is Saturday afternoon at 2:30. Our game day coverage will start at 1. And with that, later on this morning, a couple of the nuggets breaking the internet, including some Thursday morning science. But right now, some celebrating to get to with some 7 o'clock shots and shout-outs. Where would you like to begin?
Let me see. Shots and shout-outs to a band that played at the Westcott. They had an unfortunate incident happen. It's Lay Special. So they did a show at the Westcott, and then somewhere between the Westcott and their hotel, I think it happened at their hotel, somebody broke into their van and stole like 3 really nice bass guitars. They started a GoFundMe. And I feel bad for those guys because touring musicians, it's not like people think it's so glamorous. No, they're driving from gig to gig. They finally, are in a really good place because that's how that goes. And the basses were beautiful. One of them was like a custom wood body and all that. So if somebody's trying to like sell you a hot guitar, that may be where it came from. So anyway, shots and shout outs, guys. It'll be okay. It's going to be okay. The GoFundMe is going to go well. You'll either get them back or your guitars will be replaced. So
are they insured? Wouldn't that be something that insurance would cover? Tomorrow, Joe Convertino will be on with us for his Cup of Joe from CH Insurance. And I
think only if you cover it,
a homeowner's thing or whatever like that. And if it were me and that were my livelihood, I would insure it. But that's just me.
I would insure them too.
Don't get me wrong.
I know. Car insurance? Does your car? That's a question for Joe Convertino. If somebody steals stuff out of your vehicle, is it covered? So anyway, and then shots and shout outs to an artist that I know, artist friend. She's 89 today. She's lovely. And cheers, Dee.
All right, Dee. Other birthday wishes? Musically, Eric Shankman having a birthday. Eric Shankman, again, the name, you might not jump out and hit you in the head, but the music certainly does. Playing guitar for Spin Doctors. Having a birthday today. Let me see here. Other birthday wishes. The lovely, and is it Mayim Bialik? Is that how you pronounce her name?
Mayim Bialik,
From, among other things, she was on The Big Bang Theory, playing Dr. Amy Fowler. She was on that show, Blossom.
Don't know about them. Yeah.
Right? Was that the same girl?
Yeah, I think so.
And officially, it's Dr. Bialik. She has a PhD in neuroscience. Which
amazing.
Is what her character on Big Bang Theory had the exact same degree. So, happy birthday to Dr. Bialik.
Very good.
Other birthday wishes, again, from music. The very lovely, and I actually saw her perform once in the then Carrier Dome with Prince and the Revolution. Happy birthday, Sheila E. To this day, the best live performance I've ever seen. Was that concert in 1985. Dome. See, other music related would have been the birthday of one Francis Albert Sinatra.
For what is a man? What has he got?
At the War Memorial. It was like 1993 or 94-ish.
Yeah. Legendary.
Cool.
Good for you.
Yeah,
good for you.
Cool.
That's like seeing Elvis. That's one of those.
Obviously he was later, and he passed away a few years after that, but he was having problems, and well documented. He didn't hide it, but memory issues, which was unfortunate. But the moments that he was lucid and singing, and he was there, it's like, there he is. There is the voice that everybody knows.
Yep, old blue eyes.
Yep. And his son, Frank Jr., was conducting the orchestra. His back to the audience, obviously Frank singing to the sold-out War Memorial crowd, but his son was acting as like a teleprompter and would whisper the words to Frank so that he could get them out correctly.
Yeah, singing along with him.
Yeah, so you can see him, and they weren't hiding it.
Yeah.
His son would say, start spreading the news. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I'm leaving today. That's how the show went, though, but it was legendary.
So how old was he when he passed away?
Not that.
Do you remember?
He wasn't
that
like
old.
He was 100.
No, he wasn't that old, but I think it's a cautionary tale, isn't it? I mean, he hit it hard.
Well, he did, but
all
he had
those
dementia,
years.
too. I mean,
That's what it brings on dementia. I think, you know what I mean? Don't you think, like, maybe if he's like hitting it hard all those years?
Who have dementia and they didn't hit it hard all those years.
Yeah,
so
true.
It doesn't help.
Yeah.
But if it were that simple, there'd be easier solutions for it.
Of course, yeah.
Yes, Velcro.
He was 82 years old.
82. That's not that old.
It's not that old anymore. 82 is the new 70.
That's right. Also, musically, here on this day, 1957 is when Jerry Lee Lewis got married to Myra Gale Brown, his 13-year-old cousin.
Yeah.
At the time.
Still 13. Oogie.
It's not Bill Belichick and Jordan Isabella. It's not that, but I bet the age difference.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Also, entertainment-wise, and on this day, the first movie to win Best Picture as a sequel was released on this day. Godfather 2.
Clemenza promised the Rosado brothers 3 territories in the Bronx after he died. You took over, and you didn't give it to them.
I welched?
You welched.
Yeah, Clemenza promised them Ugatas. Clemenza promised them nothing.
Yeah, Clemenza promised them nothing. Other movie-related and on this day fashion, 1977, this iconic movie was released. To this day, because that was 1977, the only movie that I've ever been proofed before going in to see.
Really?
Because it was like R-rated, and I was a teenager, and they actually asked.
Wow.
I need to see some ID.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
People think Saturday Night Fever is like it's a dance movie. It's actually kind of dark.
There's some dark stuff
very
going on
serious. Yeah, there's a lot of dark stuff going on in there. Not safe for children. So I guess there are definitely adult themes with like a great soundtrack. So the soundtrack made that movie. Yeah.
Oh, without a doubt.
Also
shots and shout outs. Let me see here to Kyle McCord. Thank you for that announcement yesterday on the CNY Central during the telethon for the Salvation Army that you would indeed be playing in the Holiday Bowl 2 weeks from tomorrow for Coach Fran and the team, which was cool. And then aside from that, more of an on this day, I believe it was an on this day. Larry might know this for a fact in Great Britain, but I believe it was on this day that Mick Jagger became Sir Mick Jagger, I think. Music stuff there. Aside from that, Velcro, anyone you'd like to throw in there for a shot and a shout out?
I'll throw in, it would have been the 101st birthday of Bob Barker.
All right. Bob Barker, the legend himself. So with that, everybody, salute and down the hatch here.
Cheers.
Brought to you by DVOffers.com and powered by Drivers Village in Cicero. Coming up on 7:15 here, let's find Central New York's smartest person alive.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
It's time to play Question Impossible to find the smartest person alive.
Get this right and can brag about it all stinking day long. Here you go.
Okay, according to the most recent data, 75% of adults can only do this for 1 minute. What is it?
What's the percentage?
75% of adults can only do this for 1 minute.
Play it, Gomez. Play the soundbite.
I was looking for it. The hoo-ah. I don't have that open up in front of me here. Sadly. But is it the hoo-ha?
No, it's not the hoo-ha. It's not the hoo-ha.
What's the time? 1 minute?
1 minute.
It is not the hoo-ha. Velcro.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's not? Oh no, it's yeah.
That was my guess too. Double up on it. Double up on
the hoo-ha.
Yep.
No. 1 minute?
That's not it.
No, that's not
What's the number
answer.
again? What are we looking for?
According to the most recent data, 75% of adults can only do this for 1 minute.
424-8599, the number to dial up here if you want to give it a shot on the phone or text in a guess to us at 605-8874. We'll get your guesses in here after Stevie Ray Vaughan on Classic Rock, TK99 and TK105.
Turned into hooah.
All right, I'll get some on the phone here.
Okay.
Hi there, TK. What do you think it is?
Run.
Hang on a second. Hi, TK. What do you think it is?
I think going to the bathroom.
Hang on a second. Hi, TK. What is your guess? Hang on a second. Those are good ones. Hi there, TK. What's your guess here?
Run.
Just flat out run for a minute. That's.
I don't think I can make it that long.
It's not run. That's a solid guess. I don't know what the actual answer to that would be, but I like the guess. But thanks for the call. So long for now. Hi, TK, and what do you think it is?
Going to the bathroom.
For a minute.
Yeah.
Wow. Like one or two.
Either one.
It's up to. It is not. It's not bathroom related, but thank you for the guess.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hi, TK. What do you think it is?
Hold your breath.
That's another good guess. You know, that's when you're a kid. That's one of those things you do a lot, like, you know, for like with your brothers or whatever. It's not the answer. Again, I don't know what the right number would be for that. But could you hold your breath for 1 minute straight if you had to right now?
Not right now, I don't.
Yeah, it might be a tough call. A great guess though. Thanks for the call. So long for now. All right, those are good guesses here.
Thanks for the call.
Hi there, TK. What's your guess?
Well, I've got two that I think it might be, but I'm going to say run or sprint.
You know what? Very popular guess. That incorrect, however. But could you right now, if you had to sprint for a straight minute?
For a minute, but not more.
It's a great guess. Not the right answer, but always appreciate the call.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Bye. Yeah, let's take them live here. All right, TK, what's your guess here?
I don't tolerate your mother-in-law.
Hang on a second. Hi there, TK, what's your guess?
Not blink.
Hang on a second. Yeah, I'll do like the first two live. Okay. Classic Rock, TK99 and TK105. That is Stevie Ray Vaughan there. It's Gomez and company here. And Lisa, we are still looking for the correct guess this morning here in Question Impossible. Again, the actual question is what now?
According to the most recent data, 75% of adults can only do this for 1 minute. What is it?
Hi, TK. What's your guess?
I won't tolerate your mother-in-law.
It is not tolerate the mother-in-law, but thank you for the guess, and thank you for maybe venting a little bit. That's all right.
It's okay.
Hi, TK. What do you think it is?
Not blink.
Not blink. Another good guess there. It's not the answer. I guess, if you were playing that game and having a stare off, it's not. I appreciate the guess. Thanks for the call. It's not blinking, but an awesome guess. 424-8599. Again, if you want to guess on the phone here. Hi there, TK. What's your guess here?
Run.
Just flat out run for a minute.
Run. Yeah.
I don't think I can make it that long, but
It's not Ron. That's a solid guess. I don't know what the actual answer to that would be, but I like the guess. But thanks for the call.
so long for now.
So long for now. Hi, TK, and what do you think it is?
Go in the bathroom.
For a minute.
Yeah.
Wow. Like one or two.
Either one. Sometimes.
It is not. It's not bathroom related, but thank you for the guess.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hi, TK. What do you think it is?
Hold your breath.
That's another good guess.
One.
Yeah, that's when you're a kid. That's one of those things you do a lot, like for like with your brothers or whatever. It's not the answer. Again, I don't know what the right number would be for that. But could you hold your breath for 1 minute straight if you had to right now?
Not right now, I don't.
Yeah, it might be a tough call. A great guess though. Thanks for the call. No, very common guess from text as well. What are some of the incorrect guesses from the stream chat of QSportsTalk.com?
Let me see. Help their kids with homework without getting frustrated, I'll say. Let's see. Drive through. Oh, put the drive-through lights on the lake in 1 minute. No, you cannot do that.
It's not a race.
No, it's not a race. Not check social media. Go 1 minute without checking social media. Stay focused for 1 minute. Talk on the phone for 1 minute. Jump rope for 1 minute. Skip for 1 minute. Let's see. Balance on one foot. Wait in a line. Hold your breath. Also, go without swearing. And talk to their ex. No, none of those.
Hi, TK. What do you think it is?
Staring without blinking.
Now, very popular guess in text as well, but nope, it's not the staring or not blinking or anything like that. Hello there. What's your guess?
Yeah, hold on the phone.
Hang on. You turn the radio down if you can. We're on a little bit of a delay there and wouldn't want it to throw you off. Was that a guess or were you telling somebody that you're on the phone?
I said he's holding on the phone.
Oh, holding on the phone, staying on hold. That is annoying. And, and when you're really waiting for something, a minute seems like 10 minutes. Like when it's 1 minute. What's your first name?
Greg.
Greg, I tell you what.
I am the smartest man alive.
That is correct, is it not, Lisa?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so about a minute on hold. That's about all you can take, Greg, right?
Absolutely, less than that even.
Yeah. Well, guess what? You can brag about it all stinking day long. You, my friend, are today's smartest person alive. Wear that badge with honor. But staying on hold.
Yeah, 75% of adults can only stay on hold for about a minute before they hang up, which is why now they come on and say, someone will be with you in this many minutes. So it's not a mystery. So you're not sitting there like, what do you got? They'll say, oh, and now they call you back.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of the longest that I've ever, not actually held, but like, for example, if you're traveling and then and then this is before you could, access a chat feature of an app or online or whatever like that, if you had to just call. And I remember being, a flight was canceled and we were in Florida coming back, call them, and then they tell you how many minutes it's going to be before somebody's going to get back to you. And it was before like the callback feature, and it was like hours. Like,
forever.
But that was not going to happen. It's easier now. There's more options, but still.
Sure. And I will say, like, calling the IRS or having to call New York State, like a government office. Oh, boy. Pack your patience. You're going to sit on hold.
Yeah. Don't call a government office like at, say, after 3 o'clock on a Friday, because it ain't getting answered. They might be working to 5, but they ain't answering it after 3.
No, call it 10 on a Monday because you're going to be on hold until Wednesday.
But nonetheless, Greg, congratulations, my friend. Officially today's smartest person alive.
I had a tax issue with a client, and I'm like, I'll call for you. Don't worry about it. I'll call for you. Boy, that was a mistake. just to call to find out like what the thing was about the thing kind of deal without saying too much. I swear to you, I was on hold for 40 minutes at least before I got a human that said, I'm not the person you need to be calling. And then it took a long time to get that handled. It was like a New York State thing. I'm like, dude, you got to call. You got to get a lawyer to call and pay them $175 an hour to do it because I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing that.
Can't. It's like beyond your pay grade, you know? Certain things that I just couldn't do.
Velcro, what? Because your mom has a government-related gig, correct?
She did.
Oh, she did. Oh, okay. Oh, is she retired?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So when she was it a position where she had to like get calls from the general public or not?
I don't think so. I don't believe
good.
so.
Good.
But be honest with you, I don't really know what she did.
Worse.
Sorry, but it wasn't like, she would have been the one someone was on hold waiting to talk to you. Wasn't one of those kind of gigs.
No, I don't know. That was not her.
Not the IRS.
No,
Did your mom
she was
work
not
for?
IRS.
Okay.
No.
All right. Okay. All right. They're hiring, Velcro.
Are they?
The IRS is hiring.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for the IRS.
No. Go have fun with the cows, Fred. Go have fun. They might need a blanket today. Might be cold out there on the farm.
Yeah, Sheila E. was playing drums with Prince on that show.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have loved to have seen that show. Let's see.
I knew at the time. It was 1985 when that concert was in front of my security for concerts at the time.
Yeah.
And he said, because I don't know where they were coming from, Prince and his band, before coming to Syracuse for the Dome show, but their bus, got in like at 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, they stayed at the Hotel Syracuse.
Sure.
Every day, everybody did back then. And my friend said that when the bus got in there, Prince just slept on the bus all night by himself. Because the Prince people told him, look, don't wake him up, because if you wake him up, he's he's Prince, so he'll yell at everybody for waking him up. But if you don't wake him up, he's going to yell at us anyway and say, why didn't you wake me up? So we don't want to deal with him at 2 a.m. We will deal with him at 10 a.m. when he gets up and yells at us. So just let him sleep. We've kind of had enough of him.
I bet. Well, it's funny you say that. I just watched a thing. Oh God, I can't remember the artist, but it's like a famous bass player who was in Prince's band, he was in The Time or something. And he said during rehearsals that the interviewer was asking him, and they were talking about rehearsals, and he said, "Oh man, Prince, I'd be playing along. I think I'm doing great." And Prince would come in and stop. What are you doing over there? I'm doing this, blah, blah, blah. He's like, and then Prince would say, pick it up, do this, do that, and do it that way, and like smile when you do it, like yell at him. Yeah. And he said he was a, harsh taskmaster, but that's why they were so good when you saw him at the Dome, because they were all like, if you don't do this right, Prince is going to yell at us. So, I'm sure it was cozier on the bus. I wouldn't want you to wake me up. If I were on the bus, all cozy in my special Prince little bedroom in the back.
The guy said, no matter what you do, he's going to yell at you.
Sure.
So it wouldn't make any difference. So they were like, you know what? No. Just let him yell at us tomorrow. We don't feel like dealing with him now.
It's so funny.
The ultimate diva.
I love the, people that's like a thing, tell your Prince story. And everybody's heard the one about him playing ping pong with Jimmy Fallon. That's a funny story. Mm-hmm. And my favorite of all time is from Charlie Murphy in playing basketball against Prince in The Time. That's a really good one too.
That's I just put a quick link in there. It's pretty cool. It's Prince playing Play That Funky Music.
Oh, okay.
It's a really cool, like 15-minute version of that song. He just comes up out of the stage, straps on a guitar, and off he goes. It's really cool.
Yeah.
If you have a moment to check that out.
I'm going to go in here. Let me see.
Yeah, we got. I'm going to play a quick tune here anyway. So.
Sure.
Right back there.
Okay. Very good. Alright.
1 minute here.
Okay.
Classic Rock, TK99 and TK105. Recently into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, that is Foreigner. Welcome here to 7:35. Just kind of cloudy downtown at the moment. There were a couple of light flurries a little bit ago, but nothing big. Heavier snow later tonight into tomorrow, especially north. Again, if you're traveling through the Tug Hill toward Watertown, be prepared for what they just love in that part of the state. A lot of lake effect snow. 1 to 3 feet possible. some of the areas, which is okay. I know this weekend it's a Snowdio weekend in the mountains. But to keep that in mind as you head out and about. Text line here is 605-8874 if you want to text into the show. Again, that number handy next hour when Brandon Steiner joins us from Collectible Exchange for What's It Worth. And again, if you have something he would like to evaluate and tell you how much it's worth, that'll be your opportunity to do that. Aside from that, let me see here. A couple of quick nuggets breaking the internet. I know earlier in the week, we talked about the search for someone to play the part of Dolly Parton in the Broadway show called Dolly, an original musical.
Yes.
So then people, and I can't remember, to be honest, if there was like a place to text or email an audition, or if it was a YouTube thing, or even if I think people are just now posting things like, I think I could play that part. Here's one of them. A young lady by the name of Kelly O'Brien, just doing like an a cappella Dolly
Blue
tune.
smoke climbing up the mountain, blue smoke riding around the bend. Blue smoke is the name of the heartbreak train that I am riding in. I left a note I wrote while I'm leaving, and I won't be coming back. Blue smoke rolling, 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 rolling down the track.
So that's not
Pretty
bad.
good. It's pretty good.
And here's the thing:
she's young.
She's also British.
Hi there, this is Kelly O'Brien, and I live in Hertfordshire, England.
Hobbinger, England, but then it turns on to Dolly, and that's pretty good.
Sure.
That's pretty cool. Let me see here. Other music related. This one I can't pick out. This is how I found it on the internet, therefore it's got to be true, but it's a keyboard player, and this is a piano organ solo, keyboard solo, and it's... Well, I'll just play it and see if something jumps out. Because I was trying to on my own, but here I'll just play it for you here. It's a keyboard solo. They're all company jingles made into a keyboard solo, but I can't pick them out. Can you? You know which one that is?
No.
Or that one?
You know what it actually reminds me of? The solos at a Dead show. Like,
They just go on and
it go on and on. I'm like, is somebody off taking a sip somewhere? Like, that's kind of what it sounded like to me.
Man, oh man. I can't pick any of them out. But
do they tell you what they are?
No, it's just that's how it's billed. It's,
okay. Well, it's not terrible, but it would make me go like, somebody tripping back there? What is going on?
There are 13 in that 40-second solo.
Wow.
That's all they tell you.
Company jingles?
Yep.
Huh.
Anyway, whatever. Just
all right.
Scrolling around here, seeing some of the things breaking the internet here at the 7:39. Aside from that, perfect weather, as we mentioned earlier, to enjoy Wegmans Lights on a Lake. 5 to 10 p.m. tonight, and then every night through the middle of January. But why wait? We're getting close to Christmas, and now it's some snow on the ground. Perfect opportunity to go to lightsonalake.com. Pick the day that you want to go. Get your tickets ahead of time, because that's what you have to do. And then show up and go and enjoy the annual family fun tradition here in Central New York. And this season presented by Upstate Honda Dealers and Upstate Golisano Children's Hospital. I know, Lisa, you went about a week or so ago, right? Or longer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we went like the first week it opened when we had all that pretty snow, just, right before we were getting all that snow. And it was nice. It was beautiful. The displays are, if you've never been, the displays are huge. You think like, oh, that's cute. No, they're not playing. They are huge and magical and will definitely make an impression on like little ones, like tiny tots. That to them, it's like a city of lights. Yeah. And everybody loves it. And it's super fun. And don't forget your light up snowflake wand. And you got to do it in advance. Don't show up like, here I am. Like you were saying, you got to go to lightsonthelake.com, book it in advance, and you'll be all set.
There you go. Go to lightsonthelake.com. Go. Yeah, that's all right.
Bah.
That's okay. There's more like
Richard Kim Medicine is your next call.
All right, I'm putting dollyparton.com in the stream chat. So Bill says that's what I was thinking. It did with like that kooky keyboard. It does sound like a Dead show. Bill likes the Dead. Let's see. All right. Larry, that's funny. Windy and snowy, headed towards Auburn.
Arlington County, right near where I'm from.
Yeah.
This is our snow plows. Plowy McPlowface.
There you go.
Taylor Drift. Alex Snowbetchkin. Elvis Plowsley.
Those are good ones.
Melton John.
Melton John.
Plow Force One.
Plow Force One. Smithsonian.
Bill, you were not at that show. Rich Stadium. I was at that show. It was like the longest day forever. You were not at that show. I was at that show.
So Bill Belichick the day after taking the job at North Carolina.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I knew I saw him before. I knew it.
That's what I call marine biology.
Bill.
Living his best life.
Oh my God. Bill, my detailed account of that day is definitely for another day. I cannot, not today. You guys are crazy today. And I absolutely cannot believe that whole Bill Belichick thing. It really is funny. But
excess wear and tear. $350 disposition.
Here we go.
Nation, 25 cents per mile over 15,000 miles. Valid through January 6, 2025.
Gomez and Company on TK 99 and TK 105. Syracuse's classic rock.
It's 7:46 here, working our way through the Thursday edition. And again, downtown, it's right at the magic 32-degree mark and with a little bit of light snow. Keep in mind it might make some slippery driving conditions, at least for the morning part of the day here, and then heavy snow to the north later on. Aside from that, let me see here. Lisa live from the loft at the home office in Velcro from the northern Virginia part of the country. And I know you'll be headed in a couple of weeks for a little holiday trip back home. But the other day we were played the audio from the mayor of Redmond, Washington. They had the names of the snowplows in that town. The town purchased 5 new snowplows, and then people had some suggestions. And they had some pretty cool names. This Velcro from whereabouts? What town?
Arlington County, so near me. Not exactly where I'm from, but D.C.
Yeah, Northern Virginia.
Yes.
Like Alexandria, like across the way there.
Pretty much, yeah. It's where Arlington, the
cemetery.
Yep. Yeah, the cemetery is there as a landmark. But yeah, some great snowplow and salt truck names here.
Okay.
Starting off, we got Plowy McPlowface.
Okay.
Always a classic.
Yep.
Taylor Drift.
Okay.
Alex Snovechkin. Elvis Plowsley. Frost and Flurious. Plow Force One. Smithsonian. And then it seems everyone's personal favorite, Melton John.
Melton John. Digging it.
Good one.
I want Melton John plowing my roads.
Now, do they write the name on the plow? Like, is it in fancy?
I think they do.
They should.
Just like on airplanes. You know, they paint it on the belly or on the nose. I would hope they do.
They better.
I remember they painted when Wayne Mahar retired from Channel 3 a few years ago. They named and painted a plow with Wayne Mahar on it. One of our town snow plows. The mayor did that, so I'm assuming the same for these.
If they're not,
from around the country,
I don't know what my mom's taxes are going to.
It's right. There should be an opportunity there.
Absolutely need to paint.
Anyway, we're obviously into the winter season. Not officially winter yet, but the winter season, and the Christmas now then less than 2 weeks away. Programming note for next week on Tuesday, and that's a day anyway that the Ralph stops in for his weekly visit, and it'll be Ralph's last visit before Christmas. And Randy Beach is going to be popping in with him, and I think Big Wyatt, America's Bouncer, the world's strongest man, just so happens will be coming along, I believe, on Tuesday as well. And Lisa, you'll be in the studio on Tuesday, but we will take that opportunity to have a good old fashioned karaoke Christmas spectacular.
Yay!
On that Tuesday. Meaning everybody in the studio, whether they're a guest, a regular, a client, whoever is coming in is going to have to sing a Christmas song live, karaoke style, on the air during that show next Tuesday. It is the Karaoke Christmas Spectacular, and we have a lot of fun with that. Haven't done it in a couple of years, but we're going to do it again next Tuesday. And I know Ralph, annual tradition, Dominic the Donkey.
Yeah.
Big Wyatt will again, I'm assuming, do the Grinch song.
Yes, that's his song.
And Velcro, do you have a go-to Christmas carol, Christmas song?
Usually I'm just singing Rudolph.
That counts.
My nose goes red.
That counts.
He has a red nose.
And Lisa, do you have one? I know in the past you've done the Hawaiian one.
Yeah, the Hawaiian Christmas song. That's my karaoke song, and I'll do that again.
Which is cool. But that'll be on Tuesday for a programming note. We'll have a lot of fun with that. And then, bring in some booze and maybe a great big stinking pizza. I don't know. But it'll be the Karaoke Christmas Spectacular on Tuesday. Hopefully, this song won't be used. This is from USA Today. They listed their list of worst Christmas songs.
Okay.
In the number 2 spot, I would have put this at number 1, and I can proudly say I've never, ever, in my 43 years of doing this, ever on purpose played Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
What?
As the hate it. No. It's the number 2 worst Christmas song, according to USA Today. But coming in the top spot And hopefully nobody will choose to sing this one on Tuesday.
This is Anthony.
I'm with him on that. Yeah.
I'm putting my foot down here.
If I would have picked and they asked for my two worst, those would have been my two. Maybe not in that order, but they're right there.
Alvin and the Chipmunks is a national institution.
They are themselves, but that song isn't.
That song is the face of a national. Fantastic song.
But nonetheless, those two songs specifically will be banned from the Karaoke Christmas Spectacular. But nonetheless, we're going to have a lot of fun next Tuesday with that. So tune in for that, and then we'll have some fun. And we have some other guests, I believe, stopping in that day. And everybody will be singing live on the radio. That's how it works. Next hour, 8:30, we'll check in with Brandon Steiner from Collectible Exchange and What's It Worth. We'll take a break here, and we'll be right back.
All right. Oh, we're making some plans. Oh, I'm going to dress up.
Yeah.
Paul, you need a Christmas sweatshirt.
I can find one. Well, no, see, because you guys hate those two songs, I'm going to protest next Tuesday's show. I'm going to have a sign. I'm going to be out the window.
Yeah.
Well, you can't sing those songs, but, Gomez didn't say you couldn't sing, like, Santa Claus is coming to town. Yeah.
I believe he said he's playing Rudolph. Did I miss that already? Or?
Yeah,
you sing.
I usually get a red nose, so.
You could sing Rudolph in a chipmunk voice.
Let's see, can I do... I don't know if I could. The only real... See, I can't do a chipmunk voice. If you play it again, I might be able to. I need to hear it.
Yeah. You could practice that. No. Or you could do you could sing the song in your normal voice.
Yeah, but that's not the
Christmas time is here. No,
that's not.
I like Rudolph with a nose. You might have to find ears, they wear that has antlers.
All I know is Alvin and the Chipmunks, and that song is fantastic, and I will. There are no arguments that are allowed to happen.
Silly.
This is where free speech is restricted in America.
Well, let me take a look at the door. Glenn Gomez Adams Studio. It says right there. So, yes, it is restricted.
Darn it.
Right there. This is a private
Free
business.
speech.
This is not a government entity. Worked for the government, and the rules are different. But
free speech ends at the door.
At the door it ends. That's why I'm protesting next Tuesday's show.
From outside the studio.
Yeah, I'll be walking around with a picket line. It'll just be a picket line of one.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Actually, I'm going to have 3 chipmunks join me is what's going to happen.
In your pocket.
Yeah.
I think that's illegal.
Gert, where do you do the Christmas trivia at the bars? That's cool.
No.
It does say Glenn Gomez Adams is what it does say.
Yeah, Gert 72. What's your trivia thing?
Curiosity. Right here. So it'll be like 8:02-ish.
Okay.
I'm already posting
I don't know. Gert, I'm let's see. Wigwam and Stingers and Remsen. Wigwam and Stingers and Remsen. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be good, that Georgetown thing, but I don't know anything about Georgetown. Gert, so what kind of trivia do you do? So we went to, sometimes my husband and I will just show up wherever we go out to dinner or whatever. And they're doing trivia night in the bar. So we'll eat at the bar and we kind of listen. Sometimes we play, but not often. But, one day he's like, you want to play? I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll go get the card and I get the thing. And then they start doing the trivia. And it was stuff I had no idea. It was all new pop culture stuff. I mean, it was shows I had never heard of. Oh God, I can't even think of what the one was. It was like, in Saved by the Bell, Judy, kissed Carson, and then Carson kissed who? I'm like, I have no freaking clue what they're talking about. But you do all music trivia. Yeah, this was like, and he was like, oh, it's pop culture trivia night, blah, blah, blah. And my husband's like, do it. You know all this stuff. So I go, I knew nothing. My knowledge of pop culture apparently stops at like 2005. Anything after that, I have no freaking clue, apparently. Like, what is this? It was young millennial trivia. As far as I could tell, millennials might have been too old to know some of this stuff. I'm like, I've never heard of some of this stuff. Yeah, Jersey Shore is like where it ends for me. Like, that's about it. That's it. Hi, Crafty. All right, guys, look, I've got 5 minutes to stand up and take a lap. So I'm going to stand up and take a lap, okay? I'll be right back. Not really going very far. I just have to stand up and take a lap. Remsen's getting some serious snow. What country did eggnog come from? France? That'd be my first guess. They do stuff with eggs. Tell us, Gert, where did eggnog come from? There he says it's German. Huh? England, really? Larry, eggnog is English. British.
I sent you a science on Instagram about a study apparently at Yale where a professor was like money with monkeys, and the monkeys ended up using the money to buy prostitutes.
All right.
So, I don't know.
That's what they do.
But yeah, I opened up Instagram. It was right there. And I went,
There it is.
This is a Yale scientist that did this.
Got to be true then, man. It's got to be.
I don't know. If you have time.
Yo, no, thank you.
That's just. I'll just send. That's why I send you. You need it.
No, I appreciate. Yeah, I get to.
Kinda.
Some of them.
That's what I'm doing. I'll just be sitting here scrolling. Is there anything? Oh, stupid.
So we kind of move everything up a little bit so we can get
Brandon
for his segment there. And then you like at 9 probably.
9:10.
Yeah. And where do you have to go? That's not bad. Got about a minute here in Boston.
Okie Very good.
And TK 105, Syracuse's classic rock.
It is 8:03. Welcome. That is Boston. There's Gomez and company here. Lisa live from the loft at the home office. Just open up the blinds here. The front window of Galaxy Media Partners World Headquarters in Armory Square. No snow, just a dusting on the ground from earlier this morning. Breezy. I can see the flag atop the Niagara Mohawk / National Grid building. Flapping away. It is a blustery day. And again, later on, some heavier snow will roll in. I know to the north right now, up near Watertown, they're starting to get that lake effect. And then tonight, tomorrow, into early Saturday, Tug Hill in that area will get 1, 2, maybe 3 feet of snow.
Yeah.
Similar in western New York, south of Buffalo. If you plan on doing a little travel in that neck of the woods, keep that in mind. But for the most part, for us today, it won't be till later on. But we're probably at the high. It was 32 earlier. It's 31 right now. And that's kind of going to be where we hang out for the most part. Let's see, our text line here is 605-8874. Texter heard just like the tail end of our Christmas karaoke spectacular announcement. Yeah, that'll be on Tuesday here. It'll be the last, really the last Tuesday that Ralph will be stopping because the week after that it's Christmas and we'll be off. And then others who you'll be in the studio, Lisa, on that day.
Of course, yes.
Which is cool, and we're making our plan for the songs that we want to sing on that day. But the Christmas karaoke spectacular will again be next Tuesday. What's the date there? I don't even.
Oh man, you would have to ask me a date.
The date.
I gotta look. I'm sorry.
No, I don't. Whatever. It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. It's next Tuesday.
Yeah, next Tuesday. But that will be the day, and that we'll have a lot of fun with that. Everybody in studio, whether they are guests, visitors, ourselves, will be singing the Christmas tunes live, karaoke style, on the air, and for the first time, really, on camera on QSportsTalk.com, because it's been a couple of Christmases since we have done the karaoke Christmas spectacular. That'll be on a Tuesday. Other programming notes. Let me see here. Tonight, it's the Coach Red Autry nighttime show for the SU head coach for the basketball team as they prep for the hated Georgetown Hoyas coming to the Dome for that 2:30 tip-off on Saturday. Our game day coverage on Saturday will start at 1 here on the flagship station for SU basketball. TK99 and TK105. And then also SU football in the news as the Holiday Bowl coming up on the 27th, which is 2 weeks from tomorrow. Game day coverage of the bowl game, as it's been all season long for SU football, brought to you by Burdick Toyota, Burdick Ford, Burdick Lexus, Burdick BMW, and the Marriott Syracuse Downtown. And a question early on from really the end of the regular season after that thrilling win over Miami was which players would be available, because often now guys opt out, and I get it. They don't want to get injured, especially if they're maybe headed into the NFL draft. A lot of guys make that decision, and earlier in the week, Coach Fran was asked about that and whether Kyle would be playing. Yesterday, Kyle McCord was on CNY Central, part of the Salvation Army Telethon, and our broadcast colleague, Megan Coleman, walking around the phone bank with her wireless microphone, talking to some of the SU players, including, of course, Kyle McCord. Let me see. I'll just drop the needle on part of the conversation here with Megan Coleman and Kyle.
All right, this has been a great season for you guys. Have you been feeling that energy from the community, and what's it like going into this bowl game?
Yeah, 100%. I think the last game against Miami was a perfect example of just how much we fed off the crowd's energy the entire game. The dome was electric, and so now just got to finish the year off the right way and get another win.
All right, my phone's been blowing up. Everybody wants to know if you're going to play in the game.
I'm playing.
Oh,
I'm playing.
Wow.
I'm playing.
Yeah.
It's official.
Yes, it's official. And on Monday, Coach Fran, he implied that it was going to be the case, but if you listen to the whole segment with the Coach Fran, he never 100% said that. He just, we don't opt out. We're not the team that opts out. But Kyle made it official yesterday, so Kyle McCord. And then, obviously, it's still technically awaiting some of the other players and their decisions. But for the most part, that was great news yesterday. That makes that game all the more exciting. Again, it's the Holiday Bowl, and catch it right here on the TK99 and TK105. Aside from that, coming up, I'll tell you what, we'll take a quick little break here. We'll do science here in a moment, because I know we have some Thursday morning science. Some of the other nuggets that are not science related. This among them, a great documentary that is coming out here soon on the one and only Jerry Springer. Yeah,
Okay.
It's called Fights, Camera, Action. Here's the trailer for his documentary.
At the beginning of 1992, Jerry Springer was coming to Chicago to launch a talk show.
We were this little band of crazy people just trying to survive the week.
All I had to do was convince him, let's make it wild.
Variety show and a weekly magazine compare the fights to pro wrestling.
Teeth were knocked out.
It really was the modern version of the Roman Coliseum.
Springer's the first talk show host ever to knock Oprah Winfrey off her throne as the queen of daytime talk.
He became a cultural icon.
I want the show to demonstrate outrageousness, yes.
And that he did. He made
Yes, he
Jerry
did.
Springer. Going, quite a life in the career, going from the mayor of Cincinnati to losing that job after paying a prostitute with a check.
Yeah.
Instead of cash. Probably not the
He thought
wisest
they were
move.
friends. He thought they were friends, Gomez.
And then bouncing back, pivoting, rebooting, whatever you want to call it, to become Jerry Springer. But that's the documentary coming out soon. It's called Fights, Camera, Action. It's not technically. I suppose I could run this by Brandon Steiner coming up at 8:30 with Collectible Exchange, because mainly it's sports. But sometimes if you have another item that's not necessarily sports, maybe it's an antique, you might have a little bit of knowledge, or at least be able to point you in the direction of who could tell you how much it's worth. This is pretty cool. A toy just sold at auction for $13,000. It's from 1950.
Okay.
The inventor of the Erector set, and for kids of a certain age who remember that game and that toy, the inventor of that had a science kit out in 1950 called the Gilbert U-238 Atomic Energy Lab. It came with actual uranium.
Oh, my God.
There's a picture of the Atomic Energy Lab with actual uranium.
Wow.
Yeah, it sold at an auction for $13,000.
How much uranium is in it?
Man.
Did they have to do a background check on whoever bought it? I mean, are they buying uranium?
It came with a small amount, enough so that you could use. There's a little Geiger counter in the kit, so they wanted kids to have the actual experience of what it sounds like when you discover uranium. So they gave you a little bit of uranium. And
that's so wild. I wonder how many scientists, how many people got that toy and went on to do science. That's really incredible.
Anyway, We will have actual Thursday morning science coming up in a bit. We'll take a break. We will be right back.
You're listening to Gomez and Company on TK99.
So I just put in
the erector set. It's like like cranes and stuff like that.
Yeah. There is a Lego technical erector set that's like looks like erector sets, but it's Legos. Building set, blah blah blah. It's $700.
Legos are expensive these days.
They get high
Jeez.
than any other toy stores.
But $700?
Yeah, I mean the Titanic. I think the Titanic's 600 something. I believe.
Wow.
A couple years ago, we went to the ACC tournament in Brooklyn, and I went and took a train in to have lunch with an old colleague that I used to work with years ago. And we went into the Lego store in Manhattan, and it's
for billionaires.
That's what it was like. It was great. It's if you like that kind of stuff, but yeah, it's all high end, very expensive stuff.
Like you want to build an F1 car, it's minimum $300.
Yeah,
minimum.
Yeah,
that's an F1 car. Like, come on.
Let me see.
Legos are fun though. They're fantastic.
They're fun.
They are fun. Yeah.
Other than that, they're great.
That's the fun part. You leave them out, and then your parents step on them barefoot, and then you snicker into the night.
Let's see. Yeah, we never built anything real with Legos. Just like
it's whatever you want.
Walls. Just a big flat sheet of Legos all stuck together. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of Lego building toys. The Gilbert Amusement Park. Oh, this is actual metal erector set. Oh, no, that's cool.
A little bit of uranium can't hurt a kid. Come on.
Yeah.
No.
That's just training them for the future. Get them used to it now.
It's a little scary.
If that happened these days, Tipper Gore would lose her mind.
I don't know. Let's see. Oh, eBay. I hate eBay. Let's see. Amusement park erector set. eBay. Used. How do you know you're getting all the pieces?
I want the uranium. That's all I want. As long as it comes with the uranium, that's all that matters.
Let's see. I'm surprised. They could mimic that now with just like little sound buttons, like make the sound, the clicking sound.
Operation.
Yes. Well, I appreciate that they wanted kids to have a real experience.
How many kids tried to drink it?
Eat it, drink it. I don't even know. Is it let's see. You can buy a Geiger counter on Amazon for $100.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, here's another one you can get one at Walmart for $26.
Sounds like we're making your perfect Christmas here, Lisa. Geiger counter, a whatchamacallit, to find treasure.
Yeah. The
metal detector.
Metal detector. Yeah.
We're making your
do
perfect
want a metal
Christmas
detector.
right here. Metal detector, Geiger counter.
Yeah, Geiger count. I don't know. Do I need that? I don't think I need that.
Well, what other things?
I bet you they sell a lot of them these days for your bunker.
Yeah, there are a lot of nuts people out there.
You need one for your bunker. Let's see. This one is. It legit says Geiger counter. Walmart, $26.60.
That's it. You can buy anything at Walmart.
And Amazon has a fancy one. Let's see. Here's another digital one from Walmart. You can wear it on your wrist. It's got a little wristlet thing.
I just imagine somebody walking around on the street. Oh, there's uranium. My 2669 Geiger counter from Walmart on my wrist is telling me so.
Yeah. Let's see.
They have Geiger counter watches.
That's wild. I see. I'm trying to think of the movie, like War of the Worlds, the original one, and
radio play.
No, not the radio play. The movie from like the 50s. So the lead actor is a scientist of some sort. He's on a fishing trip when the asteroid crashes into the mountains in California, and then the aliens come up, but he goes into the back of his truck with all his fishing equipment, and he grabs a Geiger counter and he walks over to the hole, and he's like, and it goes around it. I'm like, can you just have one of those hanging around?
There we go.
Series. Gomez and Company on TK99 and TK105, Syracuse's classic rock.
It is 8:17, time for some Thursday morning science here. Science. Lisa, what do you have there from the home office?
Well, Great Britain has unleashed a futuristic weapon. They have been practicing with it, using it, trying to figure it out. It's a weapon with limitless ammunition. They say they released it for the first time in history, and it's a futuristic laser, and they can take down drones with it.
Well, why don't they use them on those ones over New Jersey that have been there like for the last 3 weeks?
Right? That's exactly why I bring it up. Well, bring over this technology. Let's see. They did groundbreaking tests in Wales earlier this week, just recently. They mounted on top of a wolfhound, which I think is some kind of tank or all-terrain vehicle. And let's see. And it's an unnamed weapon. They say it destroys all hovering drones. It's serving as a warning to Britain's enemies, and that's why they're releasing that they're capable of this. Apparently, it zaps targets right out of the sky.
Good.
Pretty cool. Like, science. It's serious, like sci-fi. Right?
We're freaking out all these drones. Shoot them down. Take a laser, shoot them down. Or follow them, see where they're going. It's rather than just videotaping them and going, oh my God, there's another one.
Laser that son of a gun.
Follow them, see where they're going. It's not that, I'm not a brain surgeon here, but it's not that hard to figure out where they're coming from. Just follow them.
I mean,
them down, whatever.
If they can bring them over here, why can't we put a tracking device on that or shoot it down or any number of things? But Great Britain, they're ahead of the game. They're like, listen, you're not going to mess with us in your creepy drone footage. And it like melts them in the sky and they fall out of the sky.
Hey,
I'll put a link to the story. It's really amazing. I'm looking at a picture. It melted the drone.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So more on this story as information becomes available.
Let me see your science related here. This from our friends at Pornhub.
Oh boy.
It's their year-end. Yesterday we had Mr. Skin from MrSkin.com, his year-end list. This is the Pornhub year-end review.
Oh boy.
And they break it down by usage, etc., searches. What would be your guess as to what country in the world has the highest use of Pornhub?
China.
No. It's not even close. We're like triple. Like anybody else in the world as far as looking at searching porn on Pornhub.
Yeah.
The chart they have attached to it, it's literally over. The next closest is France.
Really?
And then the Philippines and Mexico. And Larry, I know who's watching here from Great Britain, kind of in the same category, just ahead of Germany, but right behind Mexico. But the United States, I mean, it's not even close. It's, it's
number one. Way number one.
The individual searches really are what is of interest by state. This according to our friends at Pornhub, and by friends, that means we don't really know anybody who works there. We just say they are our friends. at, I will say, the people in Maine in 2024, according to Pornhub, searched mainly for, I will call it, a Euro-continental look.
Okay.
With no
Got
razors
it.
involved.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they're very outdoorsy up there.
Yes,
They're very woodsy.
Very outdoorsy. That is the look that they search out when they're searching on Pornhub.
Okay.
Let me see here. The people in Iowa on Pornhub searched this year most for fantasies involving work trips.
Because when they're home, it's buttoned up.
In
Like, what happens on a
California,
work trip?
California, they searched mainly for friends' moms.
Stifler's mom.
Yep, that kind of thing.
Got it.
Let me see here.
Stacy's mom, Stifler's mom.
Tennessee, according to Pornhub, searched mainly for chubby MILF.
Wait a minute. What state? Tennessee.
Chubby MILF porn.
Okay.
Is what they were after in the state of Tennessee.
Okay.
Let me see. Pennsylvania, I will say that they're not choosy, I suppose. They just were searching naked women.
A lot of unattended, like 12-year-olds
exactly.
in that state. They don't know what to write. They're like,
Let me
boobs.
see here. Rhode Island searching wedding porn.
Okay.
Let me see. I know you've traveled to Wisconsin quite a bit, right?
All the time, yeah.
So maybe you know a little bit about the people of Wisconsin and the kind of things that they might
Not
be
really.
after.
I am always amazed. I always find something new to go. Okay.
According to Pornhub,
okay,
porn involving pee.
Oh, really? In Wisconsin?
In Wisconsin, that's what they're after.
They drink a lot of beer. I know that. They drink a lot of beer.
And those are some of the highlights. Colorado, looking for feet.
Okay.
Related porn.
I don't know. Weird. You know why? They probably don't see a lot of feet in Colorado. Maybe that's why.
I fantasize about what, I wonder what those feet look like. Woo-hoo. But nonetheless, that, again, according to the fine folks at Pornhub, let me see here, last but not least, and this technically would be science.
Okay.
This is from the University of Yale, correct, Velcro?
Yes, this is, it's very prestigious University of Yale.
Yeah, it's an Ivy League school.
Ivy League school.
Of course,
And a Yale University economics professor there set out to uncover the roots of economic behavior removed from humans. In this case, he used monkeys. Is it CAP? How do you pronounce that for those?
Capuchin
monkeys.
Capuchin monkeys.
He introduced coins to the monkeys to see what they would do with them, having nothing to do. They have no knowledge of money or transactions or whatever, just to see what they would do with coins and figure out whatever. And they did, as it turns out. They started to figure out that there was value to these little coins. They didn't know what they were. But after all is said and done, and they started, like buying a banana and say, oh, if I give this guy one of these, I get a banana or whatever it might be. After all said and done and the extensive research at Yale University, they found out that the monkeys spent their coins on prostitutes.
Yeah.
They paid for sex with other
monkeys,
capuchin monkeys. And that's what the value of money is.
Yeah.
I can buy sex with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
People.
We're we share 99% of the DNA, right?
Yeah. People think, oh, we're so smart. We're humans. Top of the food chain. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Guess what?
And the other side of it is they've figured it out too.
They have.
They did.
Like, oh, wait a minute.
The monkeys aren't.
The monkeys are they're onto something as well.
And the prostitutes have all the money and all the bananas. All the bananas too.
Anyway, that's a little bit of Thursday morning science. Brought to you by DBOffers.com and powered by Drivers Village in Cicero. What is on the agenda today for you, Lisa?
Oh, again, I extending my pop up at Mohegan 4 to 7. I'll be back, and so come on out and say hi. I'll be there. Oh, let me see. Last night was ladies' night, so Wednesday. So come on out. I think I could get him to do it again tonight.
All right, nice.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
well,
$5 specials.
See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
All right, so long for now.
So long for now. And then coming up in about 5 minutes, Brandon Steiner from Collectible Exchange. What's it worth? If you have some items that you'd like Brandon to discuss and take a look at and tell you how much they're worth, now would be the time to either call us at 424-8599. Better yet, take a picture, text it in here at 605-8874, and we will talk to Brandon Steiner next. All right, get him ready to...
Have a great day, Lisa.
See you later.
All right, G. So long for now. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
He's early.
Oh, cool. Hey, Brandon, good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Got your workout in already? Good for you. It's discipline. Oh, yeah, just get it started, right? I read that book years ago. It was Rick Pitino's book on success or whatever, and one of the things, and the same thing. No, it's no big secret, but he said just in a general work environment, people, if you have a 9-to-5 job, mostly guys get to work, at 9, they kind of spend the first 20 minutes kind of, hey, did you watch the game last night? Just general chit chat, and they get a cup of coffee, and then it's really 9:30 by the time they start whatever they're going to do for the day. And then, at 10:30, coffee break that turns to longer. But, he said, get there, do all your stuff like that. And whatever the most uncomfortable phone call you have to make during the day, do it at first thing in the morning. People tend to put it off, say, oh man, I don't want to make that call. I don't want to talk to that person. Get it done first. Otherwise, it's on your mind all day and you're putting it off and you end up getting distracted because you don't want to do it. Do it first. Be done with it. Right? Oh, is this working here? Yeah, say something there, Brandon. It's like
It's his videos behind. That's the problem. It's frozen.
Oh, okay.
You could hear it. It's just, yeah.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, Brandon, the video end is frozen on our end. Could you restart? We got a couple minutes here still. If you could do that.
Because he's currently talking. He has good audio levels. He's now not, so I guess he's gone. But yeah.
Yeah, if you can hear it, Brandon. Otherwise, I'll send you a text. If you could restart it, because on our end it's just frozen and we can't see or hear anything. We could rate at the very beginning, and then that was it.
I don't think he can hear you at all.
Nope. Here, let me send him a message real quick. I don't know if you can hear me there, Brandon. I'm going to send you a text here.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh. Yeah, I'm sending a message. If you could see if you could restart that.
I just thought UNC has a good journalist program, student journalist with Bill Belichick. That's gonna be must watch. Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
Well, I sent him the.
His internet might have exploded. I don't know.
Let me get I'm gonna have a short tune ready here, just in case. Okay, there he is. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay, that's better. Yeah, it just froze up on our end there for some reason there.
No, I didn't have my Wi-Fi on. That was the problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it should be better now, no?
Alrighty, there you go. Hang on. You know what? Let me get your little jingle on here, and then we'll get it going.
Okay.
Here we go.
It's classic rock. Have some cool sports memorabilia? Well, let's check in with Brandon Steiner, CEO of Collectible Exchange, to figure out what's it worth. Thanks to RomanoCars.com.
Brandon Steiner from Collectible Exchange. Phone lines are open here. It's 424-8599. You can also join us here in the stream chat on QSportsTalk.com, or feel free to text in here at 605-8874 if you have an item that you'd like Brandon to talk about. Brandon, good morning. How are you today?
Good morning. Good to see everybody here today. And, well, it's that time of year. Christmas, Hanukkah, holiday time to be grateful. Time to make sure you reach out to a loved one or somebody that maybe is less fortunate and see if you can help them.
True.
And a quick memo.
Yes.
To my friends at Romano Ford. Well, first of all, thank you for the sponsorship and the love and support for this award-winning program.
It is award-winning.
But I am looking for a Ford Bronco. A throwback, the old Bronco that, they kind of brought back, kind of like the classic vintage.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to have like one of these old Broncos that are restored. So I'm looking.
I will make sure to pass that along to the powers that be. And I know you, because you mentioned that last week, Brandon, that you are in search of that. And if anybody can find it, it'll be our friends at RomanoCars.com. Without a doubt.
They have salespeople at Romano Ford, I imagine.
Yeah, they do. Let me see from a text here at 605-8874. This one here, I'll show you the picture. And I'm sure a very popular item. This is from, it's a jersey. Nice. Bayham, a Buddy Bayham jersey. And it's got Jimmy, Buddy, and Coach on there, with also the, like how many wins, that kind of stuff, Hall of Fame, different notations there on it.
Love it. Now that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it says 4 inscriptions. Buddy signed Let's Go Orange. Jim signed 1,000 Win Club. Hall of Fame 05 and National Champs 03 are all part of that jersey.
Well, I would give Coach Bayham more props because he's such a prolific, great, accommodating, generous signer. But I don't want his head to get too big with all the wins and Hall of Fame and all his accolades. I can't give him any more because it's too much for one person to have in a lifetime. But he is a great signer, and his sons are following in those footsteps. That's a cool jersey. That's exactly how I would do it. Love the Bayheim kind of family collectible on the jersey. Love that. All of them have had their little place in the Syracuse Orange basketball world. Love it. That jersey's probably about $500.
Really?
If you frame it really nicely, which I would do, and I frame that with some pictures of all three of them, possibly one picture with all three of them together, and then, maybe a picture of the two kids together, and then a picture of just the coach. That would be amazing.
How much can you increase the value of something, Brandon, the way you just described? Like, say you had that item or a basketball or a picture, but what are some of the other things? How much does that increase the value as opposed to just having the way it's presented?
I think it also substantiates the value, but also you can enjoy it more. I always say finish your collectibles, take them out of the drawer, take them out of the closet, enjoy them. Like now that's a jersey, but it's probably in a drawer. Where is it? Like frame it up, and why wouldn't you showcase such a relevant family as Boeheim family? Who's better than them? Why not have that in your sports room and frame it up nicely? It's something we do at Collectible Exchange, but you can do it locally. But I tell people protect what you collect, and finish your collectibles. Don't leave them in a drawer. Enjoy them. And I know it's tough for some of the man caves out there, getting more space in your house. So you got to be kind of nimble about how, what you frame and what you don't. But there's always a way. And happy to help any way I can to show you how you can put a lot more stuff up in a small space, which is very important in collecting, is being able to kind of enjoy and showcase all your collectibles. And that takes a little bit of an investment in time, but it's worth it. I see so many people with their stuff, packed away somewhere, and they don't really enjoy them. But why not? Why not be able to enjoy them and still wait for them to increase in value?
How about this one? Obviously, a couple of events in the past week or so in sports. Among them, yesterday made official that Bill Belichick would be headed to the University of North Carolina to be the head coach. As far as now, have you done things with Coach Belichick over the years when he was with the Patriots?
Well, very, very little. He's not a marketing. I mean, this is the most I've seen him in the last year do. Even though he won 2 Super Bowls for the Giants, he was not a prolific Steiner or guy that did a lot of marketing. He was just focused on winning. But I'm thinking if Belichick's going to North Carolina, maybe Bayer can go coach the Jets. Let's just mix it up and let's throw it all out there. I mean, winning is winning. But that's a great move for North Carolina. What a amazing get. To get such a great, maybe one of the greatest coaches of our time to go coach at a university and get it back into teaching. Because, a lot of kids, North Carolina is a great school and it's got all the stuff there for a kid to want to go. And then now you got the great head coach. Be interesting to see if Bill can coach college kids. But I don't see any reason why not.
Now, next year, North Carolina is scheduled to come to the Dome to play Syracuse and Coach Fran and the team next fall. So you'll have Coach Belichick on one sideline, Coach Fran on the other. If someone was so inclined, would that be something worth putting on the calendar? Like, you know what, I'm going to get ready so in the event I meet either one or both of these guys to get signatures or pictures or whatever. Is that worth the effort at this point?
Well, I think getting a Belichick autograph is always a good get. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer, great coach. I think that you got to start thinking about the Syracuse team in terms of collectability, because if this is just the beginning for Coach Fran, then this team starts to become one of those teams like we had back in the 90s and, other great Syracuse runs. Is this going to be one of those Syracuse runs? Well, we don't want to wait for the run to be complete. Now is the time when you start collecting maybe some of these, the quarterback, obviously something maybe from the coach. If there's game used stuff around, which I'm not sure what John Wildhack has done with his game used from the program, but there's always good stuff. So, I think there are a lot of people that just collect everything Syracuse, win, lose, or draw, because, the sum of all the parts is still the history of Syracuse sports, which is meaningful to a lot of people. So, including me. I have a ton of collectibles from Syracuse players and didn't necessarily weren't big games or won, just because I love those players and love those coaches. So, this football team, listen, there's 2 games there they easily could have won, and we're in the playoff game. So that is what really makes you say to yourself, And, can he go and come back with the same kind of vigor, talent next year, which you'd think he could. And then, we're just a hop, skip away from being one of those teams, top 20 teams. And that makes them collectible. It's fun. It'd be nice to see Belichick on campus. Love it. Got to see if I can get him over to the Fox School.
And then also yesterday, Kyle McCord made it official. He was on a local telethon helping out with the Salvation Army, answering phones, and they flat out asked him. He said, he's definitely playing in the Holiday Bowl 2 weeks from tomorrow in San Diego. Because I know a lot of guys opt out, and if it's not like a championship game, they don't want to risk the injury. And I get that, but it was great hearing that from Kyle yesterday. So he's definitely playing in the game.
No, I don't get that. That's I can't say the word bull, the other part of it, but I mean, you're getting all this NIL money, you're getting paid, you're pretty much a semi-pro at this point. I think the contracts for all this NIL stuff should include the fact that you finish the season playing the bowl game. That's what you're signing up for. And granted, I know it's a risk, but you're getting paid. It's insane when I see these kids opt out, only because they're getting paid a real amount of money now. And why should you cheat the school and the fans of the school by not playing in a relevant game that we all work really hard to get in? Sorry, I don't agree. Good for Kyle for showing up. He's showed up all season, every which way, on and off the field. He's been a true blue or true orange. You know what I mean? Like, he's just been a really good quality. He's been a good quality human and really asset to our program. Fran made a great choice in chasing him down and committing him to Syracuse, and he's proven to be every bit of it. But I can't stand when these kids opt out. Like, they're getting paid. Finish the season. Jeez, it's crazy.
No, great. Good point. I agree with you. And it'll be great to see. And I hope the other guys who are in his position for the team follow suit, because there's, Marlo Wax and LaQuinn Allen and others who I guess technically, Coach, waiting to hear what their thoughts are on it. But he said earlier in the week, Coach Fran said, we're not a team that opts out. So I'm assuming he's had conversations, and there should be no surprise when these guys all decide they want to play, as Kyle did, which is cool.
Well, one of the things that there was a great video real quick on online with Mark Lazary, the former owner of the Milwaukee Bucks, and he said that a lot of private equity companies in the near future will be buying part of these college teams with a financial need for these teams to compete, pay players, fix the facilities. You can see a private equity buying 50% of a college team for $300, $400, $500 million. And the college been able to use those funds to help put together funds to pay players, fix up their facilities. Wow, what a twist and a turn when we start seeing companies buy college teams. Wow.
And then, so on their helmet and on their jersey, at some point, there'll be a logo of whatever company owns that part of the team. So you'll see whatever the college logo is right next to whatever the corporate logo is. That'll be kind of weird.
Boy, amazing. I guess at some point we'll start getting used to it, but right now it's kind of, I don't know, it doesn't feel great, but I guess at some point we'll come to the realization that, the school stuff is a business, and the kids are here to get paid, and it's pay to play. Yeah.
So coming up this weekend, Brandon, on Saturday, Syracuse basketball hosting the hated Georgetown Hoyas. It's a 2:30 tip-off in the JMA Wireless Dome. And for longtime fans of the basketball program, a rival. For maybe some of the younger players and some of the younger fans, they don't quite get the passion that was once that particular game. But is there anything from that game, years past, collectible that you have or that people have, or something that might be worth something?
Well, I mean, everything, and anybody has a ticket stub or anything from any of those crazy challenges, from the Pearl hitting the shot and any of those big wins, they've all been emotional, and there's no love lost with these two teams. So anyone listening out there, when you see some of the students at the game, remind them there's no love lost. We don't know what a Hoya is, and we don't care. But what I would say is this is a very pivotal game for both programs. I think that both coaches are trying to get their teams to be relevant. Both teams are trying to get on, being able to win kind of a big game, and winning a game like Saturday will be important for both Syracuse and Georgetown. I think it's going to be a heavily and very competitive game. They're still struggling. I mean, the fans aren't showing up there. Hopefully we're going to show up in a big way, which we always do. But the fan base is very weak over in Georgetown. They're really struggling. And I'm beginning to wonder if that program could be maintained. I mean, they've been having incredibly long losing streaks here. Obviously a good coach over there, but still, they're not showing up, and they're not yet faithful in D.C.
From a text here at 605-8874, not sports related, but I know every now and then somebody will send in a picture of an antique or something along those lines. Some kind of I don't know if it's like a carnival glass dish or something of that nature, an antique dish, I guess. Where would you send somebody or point them in a direction to maybe they'd be able to tell you what that is and how much that might be worth?
You know, it's funny. It's funny. I get so many random calls for different collectibles and what the value is, and most of the time I'm pretty good. But you can go online and look up China. There's a whole bunch of China and a bunch of apps and websites where if you take that picture and send it in, they'll tell you the value of it. That's the day and age we're living in. So if you're ever in an antique shop or you're at a some kind of festival and they have all this stuff, you're not sure what it's worth, you could take a picture and immediately snap it and send it someplace, and they'll give you a quick valuation of it. I have no idea what that bowl is worth, especially watching it on camera. But
yeah, it's
you never know. Some of these things you never know. But that's outside my pay grade. No idea.
From a text, somebody apparently who had purchased some Juan Soto Yankee gear. Now that he's on the New York Mets, what does that do to values on both sides of that equation, Yankees and Mets, for Juan Soto?
I mean, there's a lot of ways to look at it. I mean, first of all, it's an eye-opener now where baseball is gone now from money and the business side of it. And I certainly understand why he did what he did. But he could be one of those players. He could be one of those players that, 15 years from now, you'll be lucky you have anything from him, let alone something when he played for the Yankees. So obviously the baseballs carry over these days because the ball is the ball. But if you're sitting with a Yankee jersey or a photo, I'd hold on to it. I mean, this is going to be one of those generational players. And somehow it could be a lot more valuable down the road. It depends. He does sign a lot of stuff. And he is one of those players that, well, right now the Yankee fans hate him. They're going crazy here. Yankee fans don't think anybody should go anywhere other than the Bronx. So I get it. And it's disappointing because it was a lot of fun watching him and Judge. And it'll be fun now to get the Met organization competitive. I think we're a better league, and New York's better when both teams are doing well. The Yankees are always going to show up. They're always going to put a great team together, with Soto, without. And their history shows it. Their commitment from the owner shows it. They're never shy to go spend the money and put a really good team together. And it'd be good to see the Mets get their stuff together. And, listen, I'd be careful and watch those cheap games because you never know who's going to be popping up over there. If something ever happens, right, that's where you go. So it'd be cool.
Well, this local...
I would discount Soto stuff.
Yeah, well, he played locally, Juan Soto, for the Auburn Double Days way back, and somebody had sent this earlier in the week, and a Juan Soto Auburn Double Days card and jersey. Now, is that the kind of thing, a minor league card and or jersey from a guy like Juan Soto?
I love that. I got to look that up. But that's the kind of item that you want to get graded and if it's possible, get signed. I mean, that's cool. That's the rare stuff. That's what I've always telling people. Like, go to a Chiefs game, pick your spots, pick your players. You never know. And that's exactly the case in point there. And a lot of those types of players have all gone through Syracuse, the Chiefs, and they go through Auburn. Listen, they're all cutting through. And that's when you want, and believe me, the kids are broke, Gomez. So they give up their game used. You can buy a game used bat. You can buy some of the stuff for them because they're dead broke. When you're in triple A, you are dead broke. Yeah. I mean, you're living 3-4 guys in an apartment trying to figure out how you're going to eat. I was just with Oswaldo the other day. He was telling me how he used to do Amazon deliveries so you'd have enough money in the off season. I'm like, it's crazy.
A friend of mine's son had played in single A ball in like Montana or somewhere out there, and the team there had host families. You lived with another family, like they didn't even pay him enough to rent an apartment on their own in single A at that level baseball. So you're right, guys. Those young guys, if they need some cash, whatever, and they got a jersey or a bat or a glove or a hat, sign it and sell it to you. That's a good way to get some of that stuff.
No question. That's where I wish Derek, when he was in minor leagues and played in Trenton and all those other places. I mean, that stuff's worth a ton. And you just never know when the next superstar's coming right in front of your eyes. And I enjoy the triple double A ball. It's fun watching the kids play and watching them grow. And then every now and then you see a couple of them getting called up and making it. And it's fun to see that process. So hopefully you're enjoying that process. I wish more teams would play their younger kids and not get so caught up in the hype. But maybe this will be a year where the Yankees will get some of their young kids going.
Brandon Steiner from Collectible Exchange. What's it worth here every Thursday? Next Thursday, we'll do it, Brandon, then we'll be off Christmas week, but we'll have one more visit with you next Thursday. In the meantime, what's on Collectible Exchange right now?
First of all, how many weeks vacation you get? I mean, it's like it's unbelievable.
I get 4. I get the same 4. I always take that week off. But
I talked to Ed Levine about this, man. Maybe I need to come in. Maybe I'm coming in to fill in for a couple of days.
Come on in.
I'll tell you one thing. There's some incredible. If you go to Collectible Exchange on the homepage, there's still a whole bunch of Black Friday specials, and I think what's really important is if you need a quick gift, you buy it today, it gets shipped today. And also there's a ton of stuff under $100 and a ton of stuff under 50 if you don't want to spend a lot of money. You need quick stocking stuff. We got really cool cards and boxes of cards and stuff like that. And if you're an Ohtani fan, just to give you an example, you could pick up an Ohtani World Series jersey, Dodgers, his name in Japanese, for $70. I think it's like 50% off price off of what you normally buy in MLB. Stuff like that. I mean, some reals. So, feel free to get the Collectible Exchange or starstock.com and pick up a quick gift. And we're shipping. You ordered today, we're shipping today.
Awesome.
It's good.
Great. Brandon, thanks. Have a great day. We will check in again next Thursday.
Have a great
day. Yep, you too. Brandon Steiner, Collectible Exchange, and what's it worth? Jumpy toward the end, but we got through it. All right, then, folks, we're going to wrap this up. Have a fantastic day. Don't forget tonight, Coach Red show at 7. Lisa having her pop-up at Mohegan Manor in Beeville from 4 to 7. If you're out doing some running around and shopping, etc. Tomorrow, so you're heading into the weekend. See, Joe Convertino is going to be on with us tomorrow. I think on the celebrity hotline, Stephen Page from Bare Naked Ladies. He's got a cool event going on this Saturday. He's going to join us tomorrow on the phone. And then we'll head into the weekend. And that's it. So have a great day. See you tomorrow. And so long for now. Bye.